So the North East Automotive Alliance is the lead employer representative body undertaking the local skills improvement plan for the North East region. So the North East region is split into three. We've got the North of Tyne and Tees Valley regions, which are being led by the North East Chamber of Commerce, and we're leading on the middle of the North East region. Through the Department for Education, the local skills improvement plans really does put employers at the forefront of the skills provision. So we're working very closely with 5 key sectors: advanced manufacturing, construction, digital, healthcare science and transport and logistics. And we're working with key employee representative bodies in those areas to really access their networks and their membership to get the employer's voice for the skills provision in the North East. It really puts a statutory requirement on providers to deliver against that plan, and then providers are able to access local skills improvement funds to then deliver against those plans for employers.
Constructing Excellence is the organisation charged with the change agenda for the construction industry, looking at obviously housing, infrastructure and regeneration for the built environment. I think there's a huge issue at the moment with regard to the shortage of skills not only in our region, but I think in the UK in general. And I think it's had a knock-on effect from a number of areas. I think trying to bring people into the industry in the correct jobs that we actually need to fill is the most important thing at the moment. I was delighted that we were actually asked to be involved with the North East NELSIP. I think to get the engagement and buy-in of employers in the construction industry is absolutely vital to be able to deliver what we need as an industry, what we need as a country with regard to skills coming forward.
The current stage of the NELSIP, we're very much still gathering information and data from the sectors and the employers, but with an eye on producing the final report, which will be submitted to the Department for Education for review. We've engaged in surveys, in face-to-face workshops, online workshops, one-to-one interviews with employers, and also polling at events. All of those have given us fantastic information and data we use in the final report.
CITB is the Construction Industry Training Board for England, Scotland and Wales, and our purpose is to support the industry to have a skilled, competent and inclusive workforce now and in the future. CITB has worked with the ERBs and offered our support. We produced some CITB guidance to help the ERBs identify some of those construction skills solutions, and we put recommendations and research and all the information in one place to help them solve those local skills construction issues at a very local level. Our rationale for supporting the NELSIP with the North East is it very much aligns with what we're hoping to achieve. We want to give employers, construction employers, the opportunity to have their say and to be able to articulate what are their skills needs and to help shape that provision moving forward. So the NELSIP is different to the programmes, I feel, because it is putting employers at the heart of that process. It is very locally led, and also there are changes to the provider frameworks and the accountability statements, which means that if a provider aligns with the recommendations and priorities of the NELSIP, they will be able to draw down funding to enable that change in provision. We look forward to seeing the final plan, and if construction employers would still like to contribute, there's still time to do so.
So the North East IoT is a collaboration. There are 9 partners, 6 FE providers, with New College Durham being the lead partner and the licence holder, HE institution and 2 business anchor partners. We're currently one of 12 IoTs in England and soon to be 21. So over the last 3 years, the Institute of Technology has secured more than £5 million to grow skills and address the skills gap in the North East. But it's been absolutely crucial that we have the employer engagement within that to make sure that our workforce is ready. New College and the other NEIOT partners have worked with the North East NELSIP team through the consultation phase, and the CEO of New College Durham has actually been on the governance board for the NELSIP, so has been there as a representation of the North East IoT. So across the board we've had direct input into the education aspect of the NELSIP findings. As Director of the North East IoT, I've actively encouraged our employer network to engage with the consultation process as well, and currently I believe that there are students across the collaboration feeding in through questionnaires, looking at them as the workforce of the future.
We actively encourage organisations to feed into the process. So if you're in one of those sectors, please do contact us.